Well, this company has been co-founded by the Infosys veterans, Balaji G.S. Rao and Shailesh Agarwal. Please put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. And supported well-known people like Mohan Das Pa, V. Balakrishnan, ex-CFO and veterans of Infosys as well. Ladies and gentlemen, GST is being one of the major compliance. Clonit Solutions is building various platforms in GST, including GST, HSP, Knowledge Management Solution instances as well. Ladies and gentlemen, time now is to please put your hands together for Mr. Shailesh Agarwal. Well, Mr. Shailesh Agarwal, Chartered Accountant and Company Secretary with more than 20 years of rich experience. Well, he co-founded Clonit Solutions after spending more than 15 years in Infosys. In the last role, he was head of a corporate accounts and taxation management, global extending operations compliance, compact tax. Well, unique blend of information technology and finance and accounts domain. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Mr. Shailesh Agarwal. Sir. On the other hand, I'm going to request Mr. G.S. Balaji Rao. Sir, please join us. Mr. G.S. Balaji Rao is co-founder and director of Clonit Solutions, Bangalore. He has rich experience in the IT field and was various previously working with Infosys as Associate Vice President, leading a technology-focused group. G.S. Balaji Rao is an electronics and communications engineer in University of Mysore with executive MBA from Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, with having 25 plus years of industry experience. Wow. No, you don't look this old that you'll be having 25 years. I think when people get married at really early age, we say, aapka baal vivah hua tha. So out here, I would say that you've been married to such technology. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, please join your hands together for those wonderful personalities up here.
Thanks a lot. While we copy the presentation, I am trying to speak in English, but I've asked Shailesh to speak in Hindi so that we do a right mix of English and Hindi and try to cover as many topics as possible. Secondly, many of you must have been part of the yesterday's sessions and learnt about GST, but still we felt that maybe we should still talk about a little bit of GST, GSP, ASP, so that we actually have a leveling play ground set, so that even if it is repetitive, still it makes sense for you people. And also, we are not focusing more on our existing products. We are probably showing you more on the GST solution, what we are building, and we have a small video of that also at the end of the presentation. So that's the flow.
Before we start the presentation, हम आलोक अग्रवाल जी का धन्यवाद करना चाहते हैं. उन्होंने हमें यहाँ पे बुलाया और अवसर दिया आपसे बात करने का. थैंक्स आलोक जी. थैंक्स अलंकित.
ये तो पूरा गड़बड़ हो गया. That's the problem with technology. So when you move from one laptop to another laptop, see how much change has happened. Anyways, I'll start now. I think I'm all set. So thanks a lot. Once again, as Shailesh said, thanks a lot for the Alankit team to giving us this opportunity to come and present to you all about the GST solutions, what we are building. So to start with a brief about our company. So Clonect stands for Cloud and Connect. So me and Shailesh were part of Infosys for almost 15 years before starting this company. So I come from the technology background, and he is a chartered accountant and a company secretary, comes with the functional background. So we said that the CFO and the CIO, if they start working together, probably they can start solving many of the business problems and give good solutions. So with that intent, we started this company. So today, as we speak, it's Shailesh and me there. We have been very, very lucky to have Mr. Mohandas Pai, who was the ex-CFO of Infosys, as well as Mr. Balakrishnan, who is also ex-CFO of Infosys, actually mentoring us. They have invested in our company, and Mr. Balakrishnan is on the board of our company. And Mr. B.C. Prabhakar is an eminent labor law expert, and he is also an investor in our company. So our initial journey was to build products around risk management, compliance management, and governance. So what we found out is that, most of the transactions are happening in your transaction applications, the ERP, the accounting systems, and maybe HRMS and things like that. But when it comes to the risk management, compliance management, or governance, usually it is actually spreadsheets are the king or the queen of that particular space. Then we started looking at, how we can build products around this, and then started. So as we speak, we have 4 products. I'll not spend more time on that. I'll just jump to our GST journey. If you really look at it, we were building the compliance management system, and tax compliance is one of the biggest compliances, as you know. And as GST started coming, way back in January last year itself, we attended the first workshop. So we started looking at the GST closely, and then we said that our vision was how we can make our products speak to the regulatory environment very seamlessly using APIs, as well as speak to the internal applications, the ERP and the accounting system. And when we started, not many regulators had the open APIs. And GST for the first time, talked of a completely headless architecture, in a sense that whatever you can actually build your own front end, and the back end is open and standard. So that being the case, with a complete API approach, we said that our vision and then building a GST solution is in line, and then that's the reason we hopped on. You want to add something?
See, we have been working with various government agencies also and trying to influence them. Can they open the APIs? आप MCA का एग्जाम्पल लीजिए, आपको काफी सारे फॉर्म्स फाइल करने होते हैं, MCA 21, राइट, और एनुअल रिपोर्ट. जनरली लोग क्या करते हैं, एक PDF फाइल लेंगे, उसके अंदर यू फिल अप ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन एंड आप उसको अपलोड करते हैं. कैन आई डायरेक्टली डू फ्रॉम माई ERP? कैन आई डू दैट फाइलिंग? सिमिलरली आप लेबर डिपार्टमेंट के पोर्टल पे जाते हैं, काफी सारी फाइलिंग करते हैं. कैन आई डू दैट ऑटोमेटिकली? एंड दैट इज वेयर वी आर सेइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ ई-गवर्नेंस हम अपने सिस्टम से डायरेक्टली कैसे कर सकते हैं. तो इनफैक्ट वी हैव मेड द रिप्रेजेंटेशन टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स इन मेनी फोरम्स सेइंग प्लीज गिव अस द API, एंड वी आर वेरी प्राउड टू गेट एंगेज विद GST, बिकॉज GST पहला एक प्लेटफॉर्म है जो ओपन प्लेटफॉर्म होएगा और जो API बेस्ड प्लेटफॉर्म होएगा. I think is good.
So just to continue, so as I said, we are not talking much about our products, existing products. We want to talk about the GST itself. And we will spend maybe another few minutes explaining the very basics of GST and the technology involved. So first thing is, this is the big picture view. On one side, you are saying one market, one tax, ease of doing business. That's questionable probably. And fully digital, global benchmark and things like that. But as a business or as a consultant helping businesses, what are my concerns? Probably how do I transition and migrate to this new era? Where is that relevant knowledge? Do I get the relevant training for this? And I have plethora of different systems, and how do I start connecting all of this, and then how do I actually take the tax credit itself? Probably that is the biggest concern people have. So I was speaking yesterday in one of the panels, that most of these issues can be definitely solved using the technology in the right way. So that's where this is one of the very few law probably wherein the the deliberation on law as well as the technology which will be used to make these systems are happening in parallel. It's very unique in such a way. Probably it's technology first and legislation next kind of a approach which has been taken here, because it's very important that, everybody, the vendor, me and my client, all of them, the entire supply chain is part of this. They use the technology right so that most of these issues, what may go out of control, can be easily solved using technology.
I just wanted to add a couple of points. Technology is an enabler on one side, but दूसरी तरफ technology can be very, very dangerous. मैं आपको कुछ एग्जाम्पल देता हूं जो मैंने अपनी लाइफ में देखे हैं. एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर is doing a total of various amount, and those amounts were in different currencies. आप उनका टोटल without converting into a rupee कर सकते हो? नहीं, right? But the guy have done it. Similarly, एक again software engineer, all due regards to all software engineers here, depreciation account debit to cash. Have you seen this kind of entry? That's possible. That's what they have done in accounting system. तो एक तरफ टेक्नोलॉजी हमें इनेबलर की तरह यूज करना है, दूसरी तरफ वी नीड टू बी केयरफुल कि टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे लिए एक डेंजरस नहीं हो जाए. एक चाकू की तरह से है, वो आपको कत्ल भी कर सकता है और सब्जी काटने के काम भी आ सकता है. तो आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ अस हैज टू बी केयरफुल अबाउट हाउ टू यूज टेक्नोलॉजी इन अ प्रॉपर वे.
Moving forward, some of the key facts, probably yesterday also you saw these things, but I wanted to reiterate that. So we are saying that at least minimum 80 lakh taxpayers, and considering yesterday I think you got a number of around 400 average invoices per month. So it's almost like 320 crore invoices per month. That's a kind of invoice information which will be handled by the GSTN network. And of course, minimum 37 returns per taxpayer per year. It's not per month. Okay. And then API based and completely paperless. And I think this is where the paradigm shift is coming. So that, if you don't adopt the technology, required technology, then you will be left behind, and then catching up probably will be very difficult. And finally, just look about it. Every commerce information is getting into this network. Probably it's it would be one of the largest commerce data warehouses which will be created. So just I'll run through these slides quickly. First of all, as was discussed yesterday, there is an ecosystem wherein it's the same core. I'll just probably use this slide. So as you see this in this slide, this is actually a slide from GSTN itself, that there is a core system which is being built by GSTN with Infosys as the master services provider. And then the same system would be accessed by taxpayers as well as tax officials, both sides. And of course, Alankit is one of the GSPs, and GSP can interact with GSTN and provide those APIs to all other ASPs who can build applications for the GST return preparation, filing, and etc. So that is the core of the thing. So that's where this is probably a paradigm shift. And how would the information flow actually? So probably from the ERP and the accounting system, you have some connectors that's being spoken here. It can come to the GST platform, but the risk of probably doing too much of integration is there is always a backlash of things change and it may break. So probably the most recommended option is probably just the file upload. Get the file downloaded from your ERP or the accounting system and upload to this platform and keep them decoupled, and do all your return preparation, digitally signing, etc., and then file to the GST platform using the GSP servers. So that would be the information flow. So looking at this, what is our approach? See, we are looking at, it's a 3-dimension for us. On one side, probably we should look at the core products which will help companies to file their GST returns and utilities around that. Second one, we are also seeing that while this is happening, probably there is a requirement for services around this, right? So we are actually building those services. And finally, once the data gets into this system, there is always a scope for analytics. The same thing I have actually represented in a different slide. I want Shailesh to just explain this in Hindi.
See, हमारा जो अप्रोच है सॉल्यूशन के लिए वो है कि आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स क्या हैं. अगर आप एक टैक्स कंसल्टेंट हैं या एफसी हैं, यू आर वरीड अबाउट रिकंसिलेशन ऑफ आपके वेंडर हैं, आपके कस्टमर हैं, उनके इनवॉइस के रिकंसिलेशन के बारे में आपको सबसे ज्यादा चिंता है. दूसरा आपको चिंता आपके क्लाइंट ने सारे रिटर्न्स फाइल किए कि नहीं किए, उनका कंप्लायंस स्टेटस क्या है. तीसरा आपको एक अपडेट चाहिए नॉलेज के बारे में कि जीएसटी सिस्टम के अंदर और जीएसटी लॉ के अंदर क्या क्या चेंज हो रहा है, उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या है आपके क्लाइंट के बिजनेस के ऊपर. अगर आप एक छोटे दुकानदार हैं या एमएसएमई हैं, मैं खुद भी उस बैकग्राउंड से आता हूं. बिफोर सीए करने से पहले मेरा आई वॉज सिटिंग विथ माई फादर. हमारा एक ग्रोसरी का दुकान है भरतपुर शहर जो दिल्ली के नजदीक है, वहां से मैं बिलोंग करता हूं. तो आई हैव सीन कैसे आप अकाउंटिंग करते हैं एक बही खाता में, कैसे आप रिटर्न फाइल करते हैं एंड सो ऑन. तो एक छोटे व्यापारी के लिए जो प्रॉब्लम्स आएगा वो आएगा कि आप अपना इनवॉइस कैसे ऑटोमेटेड करोगे, इनवॉइस का इन्फॉर्मेशन आप कैसे जीएसटी रिटर्न्स के अंदर अपलोड करोगे, एंड उसके बाद आपका जो वेंडर है, आपका सप्लायर है, उनका रिकंसिलेशन आप कैसे करोगे. तो हमारा जो अप्रोच है सॉल्यूशन के लिए ये है कि हम उन प्रॉब्लम्स को कैसे सॉर्ट आउट कर सकते हैं. तो एक तरफ हमारा टेक्नोलॉजी है जिसमें हम आपको काफी सारी यूटिलिटी देंगे, पोर्टल देंगे आपको, आपके अकाउंटिंग चाहे वो टेली सिस्टम है, चाहे आपका एक्सेल बेस अकाउंटिंग है, चाहे आप कोई प्रोडक्ट यूज करते हैं लाइक नंबर्स एंड ऑल, तो वहां से आप इंफॉर्मेशन कैसे हमारे पोर्टल में लेके आ सकते हैं, कैसे रिकंसाइल कर सकते हैं. दूसरा हमारा है कि हम एक नॉलेज मैनेजमेंट प्लेटफॉर्म बना रहे हैं. आपको जो भी नॉलेज का चाहिए, जीएसटी लॉ क्या है, उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या है, क्या क्या चेंजेस उसके अंदर आ रहे हैं, वो हमारे पोर्टल पे आके आप देख सकते हैं. आपको कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है एक्सपर्ट से, तो हम एक मोबाइल प्लेटफॉर्म भी लॉन्च करेंगे जिसमें आप यू कैन जस्ट टाइप आपका क्या क्वेश्चन है, समबडी फ्रॉम द बैक एंड आपको आंसर करेगा उन क्वेश्चंस का. आपको और एक्सपर्ट हेल्प चाहिए तो वी विल प्रोवाइड दैट. उसके अलावा आपको कुछ बीपीओ या केपीओ काइंड ऑफ सर्विसेज चाहिए जिसमें हमारा टीम रहेगा बैक एंड में. आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन कराने के अंदर कुछ हेल्प चाहिए, आपके इनवॉइस रिकंसिलेशन के अंदर कुछ हेल्प चाहिए, या आपका जो इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट है उसके अंदर आपको चाहिए, तो हमारे पार्टनर्स के साथ हम लोग आपको वो सर्विस भी प्रोवाइड करेंगे वर्चुअल वे में. तो देयर आर 3 कंपोनेंट्स हमारे सॉल्यूशन के हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी, नॉलेज एंड सर्विसेज, एंड दैट कवर्स द मोर होलिस्टिक व्यू अबाउट जीएसटी. So that's what we are planning to do.
Moving on, this slide is more of the whole thing from an architecture view, that it can be an enterprise, it can be a small and medium business, or it can be even the tax return preparer can use our GST platform, which would have the basic core services like the registration, filing returns, paying taxes, plus also the value-added services, whatever Shailesh explained, like the reconciliation, the collaboration part, very important while you are doing reconciliation, and the analytics part. And of course, we are going through the Alankit GSP and into the GST and portal. And finally, also the knowledge, especially in this case, what's happening is that the law is also, there is dynamism everywhere. A lot of things are changing, so you need to get up to date. So that, therefore, getting the latest information on a timely manner, getting some expert help is also very important.
मैं कुछ पॉइंट ऐड करना चाहूंगा वैल्यू एडेड सर्विसेज के ऊपर. जैसे आपको रिकंसिलेशन करना है, बिफोर फाइलिंग इटसेल्फ हाउ कैन यू रिकंसाइल योर इनवॉइसेस, तो हम उसके लिए काफी सारी यूटिलिटीज पे काम कर रहे हैं. कोलैबोरेशन, आपके वेंडर, आपके कस्टमर्स, कैन वी ब्रिंग देम ऑन वन प्लेटफॉर्म. आप एक डिजिटल इनवॉइस, पेपरलेस इनवॉइस प्रोसेस पे कैसे मूव कर सकते हैं. आपका इनवॉइस आपके ERP सिस्टम से ऑटोमेटिकली आपके कस्टमर के पास कैसे जा सकता है. वी आर ऑल्सो वर्किंग ऑन एनालिटिक्स. एनालिटिक्स में आप प्रिडिक्ट कर सकते हैं आपका कैश फ्लो क्या होगा, आपके कौन